just going to send it live right now, just so it's out there. But this is interesting.
Here we go, Hudson.
Go, Huddy.
Good.
I'm going to need a USB-C charger, I'm sure.
Nice pitch.
Pitch.
Ready again, Colin. Ready again. Be on time now. Be on time. Better, Mike. Good, Colin. Good cut. Hands back just a bit, Colin. Hands back just a bit. Come on, win it. Colin, win it.
Yeah, what's the
62-2.
no one.
Time up the middle somewhere, Tommy.
That'd be awesome. Thank you. Well, I gotta go now, but overall, I'm trying to get things set up. I'll take the football out and I'll make sure you're cool with it.
Good eye, Tommy. Good eye, Tommy. Hold it up now, Tommy. 65-1. 65-1.
Just go the same page, and I'll just. It's not on the when I add it right now.
Pick, Mike, out. Back one.
Cool, thank you.
Good, Tom. Leave it up. Tommy, you really like Tommy. You got to sub it. You really got to get it out front. Be on time up the middle. Come on, Tommy. Go, go.
Come on, Hud.
Bite you?
I got them from Christmas. No.
Come on, Hud.
Let's go, Hod.
Come on, Nate, ready for that first pitch. Nate, ready for that strike right away. Come on. Come on, Nick.
All right? Are you okay? All right. Yeah.
Shake it off, Rob.
Come here, dude. Hey, man.
You're smart, huh?
That was a
Where'd
sweet
it get you?
What happened there? That went awry. You shouldn't run at the same time. No, Vinny, stop. You're going to get nailed. Vinny's face is all busted up.
Good pitch.
Come on, six. Don't reach for it. Try some hard to it. Come on,
Honey.
Good pitch, Hud.
You are?
Wow! Take a seat. Take a seat.
Where's the
come on, Nate.
Here, Ben. Get up on Brandon's line.
Come on, Nate. Come on, Nate. There you go. Come on, Nate.
We need to throw it away.
Here, I'll go.
You need to go throw it. Pick it up and throw it. Pick it up and throw it. Show Jason. Go to Jason. Okay, bring it out. Don't throw it. Just bring it out. Just bring it out. Bring it out. Okay, we'll get that one. Get that one. Yep, and throw it in the garden. Good job.
Come on, Hut.
Let's go. Sing it again, Rex. Sing it again. Good job, Nate. Great at that. Great at that, Nate. There you go, Nate.
Do it out on the grass. Do it on the grass. Vinny? Can't do it here because it's not up here.
Come on, brother. See it early. Here we go. Come on, D. Good. Way to follow. See it early. Don't beat.
Do it on the grass.
Here we go. Come on, Brennan. Here you go, Brennan. You sit right here. Keep your head on it. Come on, one. Two strikes. Ready? Two strikes. Short out to the back. Okay, two strike approach. Put it in play. Here you go, Brennan. Keep working here. Let's go. Downing, you got it.
let's go, Jackson.
Here goes down, buddy.
Go again, Jackson, go again.
One below the hands, you can drive. Get out front.
Nice pitch.
Come on, he's dead.
Nice try. Go again, Jackson, go again.
He hits one back breaks.
Check out, two strike throw.
Win this, Jackson, win it. Get him.
Get there.
Remember the last Bandits game? Like nobody. Nobody is just like
Our last ceremonies should be coming up. I remember our last AD. The kids, some guys coming back from the fence. I think he's from one of the kids. I don't think he took a step. Right, Jim.
Come on, Brandon.
Go, Red!
Quick.
Go, Jackson!
Hey, let's go get a play. Let's go. Move up now. Choke up, move up. Good job. Find a way, Brandon. Find a way, Brandon. In play somewhere. Let's go, Brandon.
Let's worry about the batter, Jackson. You got it. Let's go. Work on the batter, bud. There it is. Yeah! Yeah! Go, Jackson! Get it! Have it! Big stick now, big hit. Attaboy, Danny! Oh! Good running, Danny, good running!
Check, check. Here is the situation. Sorry for all the weirdness at the beginning of that one, including this first inning if you've been watching. A little different camera setup here tonight. I got my phone actually acting as a camera, and it seems to want to follow the action, interestingly. So hopefully that's giving you enough of a glimpse of what's going on. But you can see these pitches coming in here from behind the plate. Kendall Jean's coming at you live here from Charles City, 35 minutes into this live stream. We've had a whole lot of madness going on. Charles City with a 10-run inning after the Saints score 2 in the first. That one overthrown.
Get there! Yeah!
The ball gets overthrown, first baseman's head. And now the runner on second, Trey Johans up to bat. Realizing with the different camera setup, we're going to miss a little bit of the action, but hopefully you can hear what's going on here. You can hear the sounds from the spectators here. Pretty nice night in Charles City. A little chilly, slight breeze. Good hit by Trey there out to right field. He's heading to second base. Gavin Squire crosses the plate. Brings Grayson Falk up to bat. Grayson scored a run earlier in this game here in the first inning. Saints came out looking really good at the beginning of this one. Put a couple runs on the board, but then everything fell apart defensively for the Saints as they allowed 10 runs in the first inning. Just one of those innings, you know. We've all kind of seen them. If you played ball, you've had them. It just happened to be one of those innings here. It seems like we get those here in Charles City from time to time. Which says something because we don't play in Charles City all that often. There's a nice hit out to the left field. Left fielder's under it, but misses it. Falk rounding first. Trey heading home, and the ball is going to stay in the shortstop's hand. Grayson Falk, we saw him hit a double yesterday. He does it again here today. Bringing up number 1, Zaid Shelley. Zaid Shell.
Base rat.
Quick Grayson Falk move there to steal the third base. Special thanks again to Scott Winia, who's running our scoreboard for us tonight.
Make him put it in there, Zabe. Let's go.
Time, sir. Time, sir.
Rachel pops one up. Shortstop makes the catch here for out number 2 here at the top of 2. Bring up number 22, Zach Jensen.
Good idea, bud.
Here, if you're just joining us, this is the JV Saints versus the JV Comets of Charles City.
Base wrap.
First pitch is inside for Jensen. Ball 2, that one comes in high. We don't usually get this perspective. It's kind of fun to see it from here. The camera's having a tendency to follow. I think it's the umpire that we're following here. Kind of doing that on its own. Jensen hits it to second base. Second base throws to first, who mishandles the ball, and Jensen finds his way on to first base here in the second inning.
Let's go. Keep it going.
Scoreboard shows no outs, but we have 2 outs here.
Base wraps, one at a time.
That's a pretty good pitch for Landon Yeager. Not his, he decided.
Bring him around.
Scoreboard at the back of the arena shows a 4-10 score. Saints down. The one in front of us here, the Scott Winia scoreboard, shows 5-10. Nothing else is not showing balls or strikes or anything else over there. So, well, no, they decided to go ahead and update that. That's a pretty good pitch and a pretty good swing, and that thing is going to just keep on rolling between left and center field. We're around the runners. The ball's still in the outfield. Bringing in Jensen, but shortstop is going to hold on to that one.
Way to go. Nice hit. Good wheel. Go, Triton.
And Yeager will get a courtesy runner here. Yeager catching tonight with 2 outs. You can see who that is. Jaga Tritton up to bat. First pitch low and outside.
Take your cup, Cunia, now.
Ooh, takes that inside pitch. He puts a bat on it. Good like a bunt, and he is a little short of first base when that ball arrives. That's out number 3. So there you have it. After a 1.5, the Saints are down 6-10 versus these Charles City Comets. Now, there's been a little bit of a wacky night as far as this stream is concerned, so we're going to take a moment here between innings and make sure that our sponsor slides are working. If you're looking for the girls' game, they should be getting about started here on another stream. And my phone running the camera here, I can't actually check that myself. So while we run some commercials, I might just go check with the ladies and make sure everything is working in St. Angar for the Saints versus South Winneshiek. We'll be back right after this.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to
Projection. Keep coming, Jackson, keep coming! Come on, 11. Yes! Hey, good cut! Go again!
I'll take it 7.
All right, let's go, Jackson. Let it kid, Brown! Nice pitch. Get it! Yes! All right, let's go!
How are you doing, Marty?
All right, that away! You're right, let's go! Finish it, Jackson!
63-1! 63-1!
On the mound for the Saints, number 4, Saints Junior Jackson Vroom. you missed it earlier, Vroom came in to relieve Hudson Sparrow in the first inning of that one. That one's off the bat. Foul? Do a little bit of research here to see if I can lock in a wider angle on this. It's fancy that it follows the umpire around, but not always perfect to see what's going on. Comes lightly off the bat. Vroom throws to first, and the throw beats the runner barely for out number 3 here at the bottom of 2. So after allowing 10 runs in the first inning, the Saints allow 0 in the second. We have ourselves a game. Saints will be up right after this for the top of inning number 3 in a game that they're down by 4, 6-10. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information, click the link in this video's description, or simply text Be a Saint to the number 53555. Thank you for being a saint.
Welcome back. Up to bat for the Saints, Matt Clevenger. Hits that one foul along the third base line. 0-1 is his count. Matt Clevenger, quick, nearly makes it to first base in time, but pitcher scoops that one up. Tosses it to first base, who catches it for out number 1 here in the top of 3. Sutcliffe up to bat for the Saints. Last at bat, he attempted a bunt for a run. He's quick, you know. Did end up getting out on that one. 2-0's count here.
Let's go, Danny.
Fouls that one out of bounds. Behind us.
Put it down, put it down,
He lays that one down. He's going to try that again, and he is barely out once again. It's a nice idea for a guy as fast as that, especially if the bat isn't working the way you want it to. Good way to get out of a rut, but in this case, Sutcliffe is out. That's 2 outs here in the top 3. Number 8, Gavin Squire up to bat, sophomore. Gavin Squire takes a base. Bring up number 24, Trey Johans. If you're just joining us, I mentioned we're using a little different camera tonight. So it's my hope that the lights in the background don't impact us too negatively. But we're going to see how this thing operates here in Charles City for the varsity game. Speaking of varsity game, Thelma and Luis will be joining us. Trey drops that past third base, slips between the legs of shortstop, and is picked up eventually by left field. 2 runners on base now. You got Squire on second, Johans on first, up to bat. Grayson Falk, who's had himself a night already. I'm sure Falk is hungry to put some runs on the board here. Saints down only by 4 in this one after allowing 10 runs in the first inning. We had a 5 o'clock start to this one. With that long first inning here, we are at 10 after 6. And we're only near the top of the 3rd. If you're looking for the girls' game, that's a separate stream. The girls are playing in St. Ansgar tonight, hosting Southwind. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Falk says, maybe, but not my pitch. Ooh, it's going to cause a little shake in the camera as it gets by the catcher. Runners advance. The dirt that sprayed when the catcher went and grabbed that has me thinking maybe my camera equipment's a little bit too close to the field. I'll take my chances, at least for now. I'm sure I'll eat those words later. Grayson pops that one up. Shortstop is underneath it and makes the catch. And that's going to end the top of the 3rd. Saints scores 0 in that one. Leave 2 base runners stranded. We'll be back right after this with the bottom of inning number 3. Don't go anywhere.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider, committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
And we're back. First pitch by Jackson Vroom is a shot right out to shallow center. Caught by Gavin Squire for out number one here in the bottom of three. Pretty efficient. One pitch, one out. Foul ball, 1-on-1's the count. Pretty good pitch by Vroom. Full count. All four batters going to take his base here. Hear a little rustling and moving upstairs behind my head where the announcers are surely getting ready to announce the varsity game. Sure seems like there's a fair amount of noise coming in through these microphones, so maybe I'll make an adjustment to that. I do have the chat open. I'm not able to check it often, but if things seem out of whack, let me know so I can make an adjustment. Check that, see if that's any better. Interestingly, the speaker behind me here for the loudspeaker has been kind of had a humming in here all day. That's a really good bunt, and that's a tough throw to first base. Gets past him. Great job by Sutcliffe in right field to back up first base on that one. Or that is going to be another run on the board for Charles City. Tough play. Beautiful bunt in this grass infield in Charles City. Seems like it's always tough to play here. Throw to first is tough for Jensen to grab. But Sutcliffe right behind him to back up that throw. So now we have runners at first and third. Catcher's got a call here. Senior calls time. Communicates the plan. That one goes foul. Another ball foul along third baseline. Broom did a good job of managing these runners here. First and third situation. Pop fly. That one's going to center field. I see it called. We're going to throw to 4. He doesn't make the throw. Holds the first. Holds the batter at first base. Run scores in the pop fly with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Saints down by 5, 11-6, after allowing 10 runs in the first inning. Stopped them with a big goose egg in the second, and now they show 1 on the board here for the third. Doing a great job getting in front of that one. Varsity game scheduled for 7 p.m. tonight. That's a great pitch. And he's out at second. Angar with a great throw. Maybe hard to see with the umpire there, but great throw, hits it just right. Captures the runner Sealand from first to second, and that will end the third inning here for these JV Saints versus Comets. We're going to take another commercial break. We'll be back right after this with inning number 4. And I'm going to guess probably the last inning of this JV game. Don't go anywhere. Back to the action. Zaid Shell up to bat. Zaid shows bunt, backs out of it, hammers it to second base. Throw gets to first before Shell can get there, and Shell is out on that one. At bat number 22, Zach Jensen playing first base tonight. Inside pitch, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, that's a good hit. Makes it past a shortstop there. Jensen is going to find his way safely on first base as the left fielder brings that one back to the infield. Bring up Saints catcher Landon Yinger, number 28. Pitches inside, ball 1. Pretty good pitch. 1-1 is the count. Comes over there. Not over the catcher's head, but he does stop it. Jensen's held at first base on that one. Thought about taking a steal. And that one's past the catcher as Jensen finds his way to second base. Juicy pitch, popped high to center. Center fielder misses that one. Yanger's around the second base. Zach coming home on that one. Again, shortstop's got that ball. Nice double by Yanger. Pounds that thing deep into center. Center fielder under it, but just can't make the catch. Score now 7-11. Saints freshman Jager Trenton up to bat. Saints base runner steals third base, much to the dismay of the Charles City coaches, who really want him to step off.
Oof. Pitch looked pretty darn good, but the umpire must feel like that one came in a little high on Tritton. Oof. So now here we have a first and third situation. Saints are down by 4 here in the top of the 4th inning. 1 out on the board. Tritton takes first base. So the first and third situation here, Matt Clevenger coming up to bat. And he takes strike 1. I like these Charles City coaches. These guys are coaching these kids up, taking every advantage to talk to him about what he wants to see him doing. Coach Meyer coaching up Jagger on that one. Jagger going. That's going to be Diedrich was on third base in Landon Yeager's stead. I feel like if he comes in lower on that one, he's safe. He's tagged up kind of high as he's going into his slide, but in either case, that's an out. So Clevenger back up to bat here with a 1-1 count. 2 outs on the board. Tritton at second. Good job by the catcher being ready for a potential steal. And now we've got number 3, senior Daniel Sutcliffe coming up to bat. His last 2 at-bats, we saw him throw a bunt down for a potential run here with 2 outs. I'm not sure I see that being the case. But you never know. Be a good time to try it. Base runners advance to second and third with a 2-0 count. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Getting chilly out here. It goes down to strike 1. 2-1 is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sutcliffe, a good runner. It'd be nice to get that kid on base somehow. That one comes across outside. 3-1 is a count. 3 balls, 1 strike on Daniel Sutcliffe. On deck is Gavin Squire, hoping he gets a chance to knock some runs in here. Outside, Sutcliffe takes his place on first base, loading up the bases as Gavin Squire has a chance to come in here, put some runs on the board. Bases loaded. Gavin Squire, Saints sophomore, number 8, up to bat. Charles City coach going to visit the mound. And we're going to do a pitcher change. Got to believe we have a decent pitcher here. Chat's open, so if you're out there, like I said, we're using my phone as our camera tonight. I'd love an update on how the girls are doing if you have an update. About 35 minutes into that one. That's on another stream if you're looking for that. Check out the YouTube channel for the other live stream that's going on. That's happening in St. Ansgar, where our Saints girls are hosting South Winneshiek. Okay, a new pitcher in here for Charles City. Gavin Squire stepping up to the plate. 0-0 count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Saints down by 4. We're not going to risk anything on that one. We saw 1 out earlier in this inning that could have been avoided on a pass ball, but in that case, base runners gotta be ready. You gotta have a great leadoff, have a great secondary, and be ready to pop on that pass ball to get to home plate. Two balls, 0 strikes for Squire. Outside pitch makes it 3-0. Now the zone gets a whole lot bigger with a 3-0 count. But I got a feeling Squire's going to take his chances because ball 4 is going to be a run here for the Saints. Inside, ball 4, Gavin Squire to first base, Jager Tritton to home plate, and the Saints' deficit is only 3. Trey Johans coming up to bat. We know Trey can hit and Trey can run. Trey would be the winning run if we can keep things going here. I should say, would put us in the lead here at the top of the 4th inning. The Charles City Comets would have a chance to come back in and score some more as late as it's getting. I gotta believe we're anxious to get the varsity players on the field warming up. That pitch had some movement to it. Trey takes a slap at that. Third base. Tags the runner. Sutcliffe to gather the 3rd out, and that is where the Saints scoring here in the 4th inning ends. And will they shake it up on time, or are we going to go ahead and play out the remainder of the 4th inning? There seems to be a little confusion out there. Umpires looking at coaches, coaches looking at umpires, players looking at umpires. Players looking at players. Players lining them up to shake them up. Here in Charles City, Saints go down 8-11 in the JV showdown between these two squads. One of those innings, the first inning here for the Saints. We don't see them very often, but we often see them here, if that makes any sense. Charles City just has a stigma about it that has us leaving one of those innings on this field somehow. Saints in a really, really tough first inning allowed 10 runs on a whole lot of Saints errors and end up losing this one 8-11. We're going to take a break here, hear from our sponsors, and we're going to be back with Thelma and Louise. Is Louise coming, Thelma? If not, it might be Thelma and Candle Genius coming at you live. But we're going to be back to broadcast here. 7-ish is the scheduled time. I'm sure we won't be too far off of that. In the meantime, we're going to take a commercial break. Thank you to our sponsors that make Saints TV free to watch. They make this whole thing possible. The freedom of the free to watch stream, the equipment. Thank you to our sponsors. You've seen the sponsor rolls rolling down the lower left-hand corner of this broadcast. Commercials will show even more sponsors because obviously we have different levels of sponsorship. We really, really appreciate the sponsorships that are happening to make this possible. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this with the Varsity Showdown. St. Andrews Saints versus the Charles City Comets.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take
attributes to achieve success both on and off the field. CCBC wants to create opportunities for all youth who want to play baseball in grades K through 7 in Charles City. Tonight's team of the night is the grades 2 and 3 Comets, who will take the field for starting lineups and the national anthem. We will now recognize our 2025 second and third grade Comets. By name, we're going to go through the rosters of each team, and they will take the field shortly. So, here we go. We have 9 teams at this grade level. Team 1 is coached by Coach Molitor. They are sponsored by Echo Green. And those players include Jace Molitor, Jasper Benning, Lincoln Monosmith, Carter Hawk, and Jackson Molitor. Team 1. Team 2, Coach Klein. They are sponsored by Trends Parlor. The players are Chancellor Klein, Mason Schmidt, Leland Majewski, Ranger Knapp, and Carson Klein. Team 2. Team 3, Coach Decker. They are sponsored by Molstead Motors. The players are Titus Decker, Sebastian Taylor, Brantley Veers, Henry Marth, and Liam Molstead. Team 3. Team 4, Coach Schwarzkopf, and they are sponsored by Seufer Family McDonald's. The players are Colton Crane, Remington Furtzel, Theodore Seufer, Grayson Wallach, and Briggs Heron. Team 4. Team 5 and Coach Utes. They are sponsored by Main Street Drug. The players for this team are Tegan Utes, Rowan Patry, Jack Murray, Brody Vance, and Royal Griffin. Team 5. Team 6 and Coach Carey. They are sponsored by Cedar Soleil Med Spa. The players include Charlie Van Gilder, Zaylen Malstead, Camden Malstead, Logan Carey, and Jens McCabe. Team 6. Team 7 and Coach Rippentrop. They are sponsored by Appliance Plus. Their players are Riker Reams, Maddox Endelman, Abel Wayne, Lawson Rippentrop, and Thomas Karstens. Team 7. Team 8 and Coach Thorson. Their sponsor is Fairway, and their players are Atlee Ruziska, Mason Thorson, Silas Freiberg, Giles Lance, and Isaiah Wessling. Team 8. And Team 9 and Coach Labarge. They are sponsored by Clunder Farms, and their players include Landon Labarge, Isaac Nash, Leroy Egana, Lauren Egana, Grayson Cross, and Zeke Parrott. Team 9. Please give it up for tonight's Team of the Night, your 2nd and 3rd grade Comets.
Where?
Well, I don't have a. Well, actually, what? Yeah, you can take the cord out of my phone.
I see if you get to like 30, 40.
All right, man. Got
Do you have money?
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information, click the link in this video's description, or simply text Be a Saint to the number 53555. Thank you for being a saint.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed and St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Getting vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
Did you know the EJ has an app available to download in your App Store for free? We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. Thank you Box K Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints. Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete.
Our community has been incredibly supportive, whether it be from donations or people just banding together to help out with small projects.
The staff are friendly, the atmosphere is great, and there's a great daily structure.
Stacyville Kids Care is very important to the community because it helps bring in young families in the community, which in turn helps our small businesses and our community overall.
We are striving for greatness and pushing all the boundaries to be great.
We try to give every child what they need developmentally, emotionally, socially.
My favorite thing about bringing her to Kids Care has been the vocabulary that she brings home.
I see this daycare not just daycare, I see it as like a little family.
My son comes home every day from daycare and he's learned something new, and his behaviors have improved since coming to Stacyville Kids Care.
We're working on, simple skills to get them ready for preschool and kindergarten, like the ABCs, coloring, counting, typical things that you hope to see by the time that they're in preschool. The staff here at Stacyville Kids Care is very, very nurturing. I've taken little bits and pieces from each of my experiences and tried to bring them all together to create a program that works for our kids.
She changed the building, repainted, and she made it a lot more clean. She brought new families in and got everyone excited about the upcoming new Stacyville Kids Care.
The Bright Wheel app has been amazing. You get to kind of keep in touch with what your kids are doing throughout the day. We are really just focused on creating a safe, happy, and healthy environment for all the kids of Stacyville and the surrounding communities. I could get pictures throughout the day of things that she's doing and videos, and it's just really awesome to be able to see exactly what they're doing.
It's a really fun environment. There's good people working here, and you can see all the happy kids all the time.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Angar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information, click the link in this video's description, or simply text Be a Saint to the number 53555. Thank you for being a saint.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving Butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Getting vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
Did you know the EJ has an app available to download in your app store for free? We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. Thank you Box K Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints. Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete.
Our community has been incredibly supportive, whether it be from donations or people just banding together to help out with small projects.
The staff are friendly, the atmosphere is great, and there's a great daily structure.
Stacyville Kids Care is very important to the community because it helps bring in young families in the community, which in turn helps our small businesses and our community overall.
We are striving for greatness and pushing all the boundaries to be great.
We try to give every child what they need developmentally, emotionally, socially.
My favorite thing about bringing her to Kids Care has been the vocabulary that she brings home.
I see this daycare not just daycare, I see it as like a little family.
My son comes home every day from daycare and he's learned something new, and his behaviors have improved since coming to Stacyville Kids Care.
We're working on, simple skills to get them ready for preschool and kindergarten, like the ABCs, coloring, counting, typical things that you hope to see by the time that they're in preschool. The staff here at Stacyville Kids Care is very, very nurturing. I've taken little bits and pieces from each of my experiences and tried to bring them all together to create a program that works for our kids.
She changed the building, repainted, and she made it a lot more clean. She brought new families in and got everyone excited about the upcoming new Stacyville Kids Care.
The Bright Wheel app has been amazing. You get to kind of keep in touch with what your kids are doing throughout the day. We are really just focused on creating a safe, happy, and healthy environment for all the kids of Stacyville and the surrounding communities. I could get pictures throughout the day of things that she's doing and videos, and it's just really awesome to be able to see exactly what they're doing.
It's a really fun environment. There's good people working here, and you can see all the happy kids all the time.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information. Click the link in this video's description or simply text Be a Saint to the number 53555. Thank you for being a saint.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Tonight we welcome the St. Ansgar Saints to town. One quick clarification I've been asked to make. During the JV game, Charles City actually won that game 11-7. There was some confusion because the home team scored 10 runs in the bottom of the first inning. The scoreboard does not show double digits. So it looked like there was a 0 up there. So the Comets did win the JV game 11-7. So there you go. All right, let's go ahead and meet the starting lineup for the visiting Saints. Leading off for St. Ansgar, third baseman, number 15, Gus Walk. Batting second, center fielder, number 16, Anthony Schnabel. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 5, Jace Schwiesaw. Batting fourth, designated hitter, number 4, Jackson Vroom. He hits for the catcher, number 9, Seth Schatz. Batting fifth in left field, number 6, Riker Hoffman. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 11, Mason Beeland. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 12, Colton Winia. Batting 8th in right field, number 20, Joe Clevenger. And batting 9th, playing second base, number 25, Porter Schweisaw. The Saints are coached by Devin Schweisaw, assisted by Brian Meyer, Joe Beeland, Colin Kramer, Ryan Jensen, and Carson Sparrow. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Charles City Comets, who are joined on the field by the grades 2 and 3 Charles City Youth Comets. Leading off for Charles City in left field, number 11, Vinny Benning. Batting second, playing second base, number 3, Jackson Ruziska. Batting third, doing the catching, number 7, Holden McEnroy. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 22, Zach Scheck. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 24, Luke Jacobs. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 13, Micah Thompson. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, number 5, Cameron Littleton. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 23, Sawyer Hansen. He will hit for center fielder, number 2, Ethan Hadley. And batting ninth, playing right field, Noah White. And the Comets are coached by Tyler Downing, assisted by Tad Berry, Tim Pint, and Rick Gable. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would ask you to please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now, throwing out the first pitch for tonight's ball game will be Tegan Utes of Team 5, sponsored by Main Street Drug, number 21, Tegan Utes. Let her rip, Tegan. All right, let's give it up for Tegan. Our umpires for tonight's game, Denny Brodbeck and David Need.
All right, there you have it. Nice little lineup here in Charles City. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this with first pitch. Varsity, St. Ansgar Saints versus Charles City Comets from Charles City, Iowa. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The word worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Leading off for St. Ansgar, third baseman number 15, Gus Walk.
All right, we're looking at a scoreboard here that's not correct. Panel Genius coming here with the Lady Genius. I'm just going to refresh it. Oh yeah, see, we're sorry. Scott Kenny on the scoreboard tonight. Thank you, Scott, for doing such a fine job with that. Makes our job a whole lot easier. We'll give it a lowdown here. Just a moment, up to bat. Number 15, Gus Walk, St. Senior. Had a whale of a night pitching the other night. Northwood. A little different camera situation here tonight. Trying something new. We're using an iPhone as our camera. I'm told the picture quality is really good. Interesting thing about this one, it tends to follow the umpire, so we don't get to see the actual first base and third base. Lady Genius, we're going to have to let you know what's going on. We'll just try. Gus Walk takes.
Now batting for the Saints, center fielder number 16, Anthony Schnabel.
Got to hear the announcement about the announcer behind us calling Anthony Schnabel. I tend to call him Anthony Schnabel. I'm told both are correct, so I'm not going to start calling him Schnabel because the announcer calls him Schnabel. It's okay. We'll do both. I believe he told me Schnabel, and then his folks said, "Yeah, it's Schnabel." So that right there just proves that either's fine, right?
So the picture for Charles City Congress, why did you switch them?
Are they?
Yeah, looks like only 2 seniors.
Oh, Schnabel puts down a bunt. You know that guy. And Schnabel's fast, and he does beat it. That ball gets missed by first base. Gets right fielder is there to pick it up, but he's still a little bit deep. Gus Walk finds his way to third base on that bunt. Schnabel held at first. Now we know Schnabel's fast, right? So we've got a first and third situation.
Now batting for the Saints, shortstop number 5, Jace Schwiesall.
Now, Coach Schwiesall is super observant on warm-ups, Lady Genius, and I'm guessing he's been watching it. How does that catcher throw? What's the situation? Do we steal Schnabel right now? Do we wait for an opportunity? We're about to find out how to handle it right here. Yep, Schnabel goes early. And the catcher goes back to third with an attempt to get him out. Gus Walk is safe at third, and now we have 2 runners in scoring position. Something exciting might happen here. It's been known to happen. Something exciting with 2 runners in second. One on second. Jay Schwiesall, no slouch at the bat though. His batting average it's pretty good. We don't have the, if you're at home, we don't have the stats in front of us. You're in a better position to look at stats than we are as Jace gets hit by that.
Alright, bases are loaded. This is very exciting.
Now batting for the Saints, designated hitter number 4, Jackson Vroom.
Yeah, in the number 4 position, call that cleanup position. I'm telling you, I bet you think Broom would love to clean these bases up right now with this big old hit here. There's an orange monster out there in left field. Broom would like to tame that monster, but as a left-handed hitter, he's probably going to hit it to right field if he puts one out there.
All right, there's two. You guys can't really see the field. Bases are loaded. Jackson Wayne beat the bat. They just hit a little Hawkins to the sideline. We're just gonna see what happens here.
Questions come across my chat. Sounds like our volume's coming through a little bit low, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see what's going on here. You know what? We may have the wrong. I did a little chord switching. Oh, I see what's happening. Let's use that good time.
Again, bases are loaded.
Thanks for chiming in and asking about that mic. Well, I don't have my, no, it's not even working. Hot fly out to right field. And their throw is coming in.
Now batting for the Saints, left fielder number 6, Riker Hoffman.
So you do have a different mic?
No. Hold on. Okay, let's try this. So interestingly, my my phone is tied up. It is the camera tonight. So I got a text by a number that was unidentified by my computer, but the text did come up in my computer, thank goodness. And it said, hey, I can't hear you. So whoever you are out there, I know who you are, right? Obviously you have my phone number, but all I had was your phone number pop up, not your identity. So thank you for checking in. It says, hey, is your mic on? We can barely hear you, is what the word was. So I took a look at the cable because I replaced the cable here between the games. Lady Genius, I put the wrong cable in. So hopefully this is a whole lot better.
All right, we got Riker
nights.
Hoffman up to bat. Base is still loaded. Got Jace Resaw on first. Anthony Schnabel on second and Gus Walk on third. Bet Riker is hungry to get a good one here, don't you think, Eric?
I think he's hungry for one. Here's going to be
gets a walk. And Gus Walk comes on in. It's a double walk situation.
It's a walk and a walk. Bring on that big fat double walk. Who's up to bat here?
Mason Beelan. Sophomore Mason Beelan. I hear he's pitching for us tonight.
Now batting for the Saints, pitcher number 11, Mason Beelan.
I'm excited to see Mason pitch, but before that, woo, to see him hit here.
He's had some really nice hits to right field.
Pitcher's not going to let him take an inside pitch to far, far right field on that one. He pitches that one outside for ball number 1. You probably can't see it in the picture at home, but I see a glisten coming off of the shortstop's head. I think he's just got some fancy sunglasses on his cap, perhaps.
All right, 2-1 count for Mason. He's seen it come in. Now he's ready to connect.
It's like, that was a juicy pitch. Mason didn't feel like that was his pitch, apparently. I thought maybe it was. I've seen Mason do some hitting. 2-2's the count. That's the one he was waiting for.
Mason
It's going
hits
deep
it
right.
way
Right
out
fielder's
there.
behind it.
Oh, and
He misses it. Mason Beelan's going to get a double out of this one. He's going to score 1. He's going to score 2. The third run is coming to the plate as the catcher is trying to make the play. He's too late. Mason Beelan with a whale of a hit to right field.
For Mason Beelan. Good job, Mobby. That is a happy kid. It's all smiles out there at second base right now.
You know, I never doubted him.
Oh, heck no.
Lady
He's
genius.
been very
He let that
consistent.
first pitch go by. I was like, ooh, I would have taken it. Second strike goes by. Ooh, I would have swung at that one. And he was waiting for that last strike to come, so we should smash it to right field.
Daniel Sutcliffe.
Yep, we've got Daniel Sutcliffe coming in to run for Mason.
Beeland.
And he has got some wheels. That
Now
Daniel
batting
Sutcliffe.
for St. Ansgar, first baseman number 12, Colton Winia.
Here we go, guys. Score is 3-0. 1 out. We've got Daniel on second and Riker on third.
Where's your best place for that, Henry? I mean, if you want to sneak in here, you're welcome to, as long as we don't step on the
Doing
computer.
good right now.
Is it? Okay. Ball low. It's a 2-0 count. Coach Sweesaw does a great job of communicating with his kids on third base, doesn't he?
He really does. He's always coaching. He's always teaching. Excuse me. Ooh, way over Colton's head. He takes a walk to first base, and Riker comes in to score. We now have 4-0. Joe Clevenger up to bat.
That's a nice thing with that angle from third base. You can kind of see that ball was going over the catcher's mitt. Gives Riker an extra step on the leadoff on that one, even though it is ball 4, and we know that Colton's going to take a free base at first. Riker crosses the plate, and we suddenly have a 4-0 game in this one with only 1 out.
Another chilly night. Got our winter
Boy, oh
coats
boy, is it
on,
ever.
blankets.
Change the
hot
pitcher.
chocolate.
We're going to take a little break of our own. We'll be back right after this. Saints lead 4-0 in Charles City.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information.
Rosiska in to pitch here for Charles City. Joe Clevenger up for the Saints. Runners on first and third.
Colton Winia just stole for second. So now we've got runners on second and third base with Joe Clevenger up to bat.
I feel like the catcher may be Oh, we got a showdown here. We got a showdown here. We got a showdown. And that is going to be a single. So I'm not sure how much of that you got to see, but essentially we got Sutcliffe on third base, who's kind of stuck in the middle between third and home on that hit. The pitcher chooses to try and avoid the run, so Sutcliffe ends up in a bit of a pickle. Meantime, Clevenger's finding his way to first base.
Second baseman number 25.
Thought he handled that really well.
I thought so too. Sutcliffe finds his way safely back to third, and now we have bases loaded once again. And a balk
Porter
is the call.
Oh, look at that.
Tough start here for Charles City. Saints now have a 5-0 lead over these Comets.
All right, little conversation with the ump and the pitcher. And we are ready to go. Porter Shreesaw up to bat. Runners on second and third. 1 out.
Porter pretty good with the bat, isn't he? Lady genius.
He sure is. Quite a baseball player.
It's another called balk on the pitcher. Advances the base runner. So if you're at home, balks are kind of a complicated part of the baseball pitcher's job.
Mm-hmm. Looking at my stats, I believe that this pitcher is a freshman. They said Brennan Ruzicka. Is that right?
Yes. Do you have that name in front of you?
I do. It looks like it's
I've kind of
he's a
forgotten it, but that
freshman.
sounds like that's about right.
Yeah. All right, 1-2 count for Port.
Ball has some movement on it, but comes in very high. 2-2 is the count on Port of the Quarter Shweesaw.
Oh, wow.
That one is going deep between left and right field. He's going to go ahead
Left
and
and center.
find his way to second base on that hit.
Nice job, Porter, with the double. Man, another 10 feet. That would have been a home run, I think.
Yeah, that was a great hit by Porter. 2 more runners score, making the score 8-0. Saints with the lead here at the top of inning number 1. Guess where we are, Lady Genius? Back to the top of the order.
I guess we are.
You were going to say Charles City, weren't you?
I
I probably should have been more particular.
Number 15, Gus
More
Watt.
specific.
Might have given you a look there. All right, here we go. Gus Walk. It's kind of fun when you can get through the whole batting order in your first inning.
It's fun for the team that's batting.
Yes, this is true.
And for the people announcing who are fans of that.
That's
team.
true. Mm-hmm. Oh, and Gus gets hit. Hit by pitch.
The pitch is called the Punisher.
It is, huh?
I just
made that up.
But, I mean, Gus Walk scored last time he was up. And
Now batting for the Saints, center fielder number 16, Anthony Schnabel.
All right, so we've got runners on first and second. Pitcher attempts to throw to second, but Port's too fast.
Schnabel being a left-handed hitter. The umpire is kind of covering this little window here. Can't see those pitches coming in quite so well from the camera that we have. But Schnabel puts down another
nice
great bunt.
bunt.
Pitcher's got that one. It's got to be a throw, and the throw is missed at first base. Right fielder is there to collect it. He's bobbling it still.
A little bit of a collision there at first.
Yeah, there seems like there was. That throw kind of came on the path of the base runner, would you say?
Yeah. It sure did.
So Schnabel again bunts his way to first base. Scores Suisaw, and the scoreboard.
Now batting for the Saints, shortstop number 5, Jace Suisaw.
The scoreboard does not reflect a score there.
Ooh, Schnabel stealing second. He makes it, even though they attempted to get him out. Jace Suisaw is up to bat. Got Anthony Schnabel on second and Gus Walk on third.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Coach Suisaw felt like Gus maybe should have gone on that, but that was a pretty quick throw by the catcher.
Ooh.
Jace tips that one.
Jace. Oh, nice solid hit by Jace to center field. Brings in Gus. For another run. What a first inning.
Yes, I'm looking at the score here, and I don't feel like we showed Porter's score.
Nope, I don't think so either.
So let's do a count
Now
for
batting
batting
for the
order. You
Saints,
got
designated hitter number 4, Jackson Vroom.
You got 9 hitters, right? And then you came to, well, we're on hitter number 4. So this is batter number 13. 11. Now it's 10. It should be 10. I think it should be 10.
I think it should be 10 too, but the Charles City scoreboard is matching up with our scoreboard. Maybe I don't know.
If we do the math here, this is batter number 13 so far, right? Nine hitters, and he's the 4th.
By the way, we've got Jackson Vroom up to bat. Anthony Schnabel's at third.
I'm sure the stat girls will be all over that. If we're wrong, they're going to get the scoreboard updated. But
I don't think that normally happens till the end of the inning. That they
no, it would happen at the end of the inning. You're right. You're right. The math I'm doing is this is batter number 13. 12 on third base, 11
You know,
on
I bet
second.
Kirby Moses knows. He's
One out
always
would make
keeping
10.
stats, you know. That Kirby
Where's
Moses.
I'm going to go ask him. Vroom just leans into that one, takes it, loading the bases again. I'm going to time out here. You got this, Lady Genius. I think it's 10. I just want confirmation.
All right, we got Riker Hoffman up to bat. Bases
Now batting
again
for the
are
Saints,
loaded.
left fielder number 6, Riker Hoffman.
Jackson Vroom at first, Jace Suisaw at second, and Anthony Schnabel at third. Anthony is hungry for a steal. Oh, and Riker gets hit by a pitch as well. Bringing in Anthony Schnabel for another run. On the scoreboard, it says 10-0. Coach is coming back in. All right, we're bringing in a new pitcher. for Charles City. Their third pitcher this inning.
I'm with you. I'm exactly with you. Let's take a little break here while we warm up a new pitcher. We'll be back right after this.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information, click the link in this video's description, or simply text Be a Saint to the number 53555. Thank you for being a saint.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
We're back.
We are. Charles City has a new pitcher, Ethan Hadley. He is a freshman as well.
Mason wants to do that thing again. I thought that looked like Mason's pitch. Some speaker noises going on behind us. That was not my stomach this time.
But we are hungry, so if anyone wants to bring us food, that'd be great.
We are right behind the plate. Bring it on. We'll take it. There's some good restaurants in this town.
Oh, gosh. Outside pitch. And Eric's stomach again.
Please help rescue giant, juicy, medium rare steak, please.
All right, guys. Bases are loaded. Mason Beelan is ready to hit the ball. But he has a 2-2 count.
Great discipline by Beelan on that last one.
Yes, absolutely. I would have tried to hit that ball for sure.
There it is.
Oh. Goes to first, bounces off the first baseman, gets thrown to someone running in, and they are calling it out.
So first baseman not only bobbles it, has a hard time getting it off the ground. Second baseman makes his way over, right? Is that what happened there?
That's what happened.
He got to the base, barely beating Mason Beelan.
All right, Colton Winnie up to bat.
But guess what happens while Mason's running to first?
We had someone run in, didn't we?
On a score. You got
Chase Teresa ran in for a score. A little high outside pitch there. 1-0 count. Got players at second and third.
Test. The batter for St. Ansgar is first baseman number 12, Colton Winia. The new Comet pitcher a moment ago is Ethan Hadley.
That's a great shot
nice.
by Colton Winia. It goes out to shallow left field, but he's playing deep back there. Cannot get to the ball in time. Colton Winia ends up on second base. And guess what happens, Lady Genius? What happens here at home?
We scored
Two
two
more
runs.
runs score.
Isn't that lovely?
Now batting for the Saints, right fielder number 20, Joe Clevenger.
All right, Joe Clevenger up to bat. Colton's on second. This is quite an inning. And he gets out at first. Nice grounder to the pitcher. All right. That was quite a way to start this game, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it was. At
For
7.
St. Ansgar, they score 13 runs on 4 hits, and they leave 1. For Charles City, they will send the top of the order to the plate. Vinny Benning, Jackson Ruziska, and Holden McEnroy.
Think he's related to Roy McEnroy?
I'm sure that's true.
Any of you golfing fans out there?
So Clevenger on that one swings at an inside pitch. It kind of falls like a bunt, and even with Clevenger's speed, he's unable to make it to first base in time for that. That's going to bring us to the bottom of the first inning. If you're looking at your clock, you're saying, hey, it's 7:51. What are you talking about? Bottom of the first inning. Yeah, that was a mighty, mighty inning for the Saints, who lead 13-0. We'll be back right after this with the bottom half of inning number 1 here from Charles City.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are
Ready
unable
first
to cheer for.
pitch. That was a strike right down the middle.
We just got back. We missed that first initial announcement. Lady Genius, I apologize. Who is pitching for these Saints tonight?
Mason Beelan. He's a sophomore for us. And he threw a beautiful strike right down the middle for his first pitch. Great job, Mason.
I was just sending you a link to where we're at right now, man. You see that? Me in my winter coat and you in your shorts and t-shirt.
I wasn't planning on coming here, and I heard it on the radio, and I'm like, I should run up.
And you should run up. Oh, great play.
Grounder to pitcher. Thrown to Colton Winian, out at first.
Great
nice
play.
hustle by Mason Beelan, wouldn't you say?
Yes, indeed. So we're doing a weird thing.
Now batting for the Comets, second baseman number 3, Jackson Ruziska.
In the JV, that's what it's.
Nice inside pitch by Mason Beelan. That ball is hit to right field. Joe Clevenger stops it, and we bringing it back into Mason.
Now batting for the Comets.
Player gets a single.
Catcher number 7, Holden McEnroy.
Nice attempt. We got a chance here, maybe.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
So in the attempted pickoff move, that ball got overthrown. Base runner takes advantage of the situation and finds himself on second base. Mason Beelan, nice pitch.
Oh, 2 count. See if Mason can finish it right here.
Matt Foster asked, anyone know what the score of the JV game was? And I know Lady Genius responded with an 8-11. That came from me. I feel like it was 8-11, but oh, there we go. Get the lead runner on that one. Great play.
Did they see that?
Yes, yeah. So Gus Walk grabs the ball, and I got this bar in front of me, Lady Genius. So what is he doing not throwing it? He's kind of holding the ball in his glove. He's chasing down the lead runner. Get the out at second instead of at first. Smart move, Gus Walk. He gives us 2 outs in this one.
Now batting for the Comets, center fielder number 1, Brennan Ruziska.
Oh, we got him in a pickle now. So,
oh, look at that.
Well.
Wish they could see it.
Yep, sorry you can't see that one at home, but Mason Beelan goes back to first on that. The runner's leading off too far. He's got to commit to stay in the middle of that pickle, and we overthrow second base, allowing the runner at first base to get back safely. But I'm guessing he's not going to lead off quite so far this time after seeing Beelan do that twice now. What a great pitch.
Mason has thrown some heat tonight.
Where's Henry when we need him? Yeah, Henry can't get him back.
See if we can find out how fast Mason's pitching for us tonight.
Henry. I think you got to be behind the catcher to get that accurate. Otherwise, you lose a few miles per hour at the angle.
That is true.
Yep.
I should be back there.
You can be. Just get right here. I think you'll be fine.
Great shot
Great
for
pitch
Mason
by Mason Beelan. Gets
Beelan.
him out of the inning here. Saints lead
Charles City
13-0.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on after 1. St. Ansgar 13, Charles City nothing. For the Saints in the top of the second, they will send their 9-1-2 hitters to the plate. Porter Schweisaw, Gus Walk, and Anthony Schnabel.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed and St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse.
And we're back to Charles City, Iowa. Top of inning number 2. Saints lead 13-0. Leading off here, batter number 9 in the order, Porter Schwesaw. Outside pitch, ball 1. If you know a score in the girls' game and you're out there, we'd love to hear it. Porter wears that one brilliantly, beautifully. He wears it well. Diesel Danny would tell you, you're allowed to rub a little dirt on it, but you're not allowed to rub it without dirt. So,
Third baseman, number 15, Gus Walk.
Susaw buying into that. Not rubbing it at all. He's just wearing it well.
He's been trained by the best, you know?
Yes, he has. Pitch lands low and outside. St. Senior Gus Walk with a 1-1 count here. Porter Schwesaw on first base. Pretty good pitch.
I think Gus is ready for it now. He's seen it come in a couple times. Nice. We got a fly ball to left field. It is caught. Porter gets to keep hanging out at first for a little while.
Yeah, center fielder covered a lot of real estate to get behind that one, which
sure
seemed
did.
closer to left field than center. But center fielder calls off left
Now batting
fielder.
for the Saints, center fielder number 16,
That was a nice
Anthony
hit, though.
Schnabel.
That was a nice hit.
It was a good hit. Yes, it was. Porter Schwesaw, 9th grader on first base. Schnabel, 9th grader. In the batter's box.
We are very fortunate. Some very talented 9th graders on our baseball team. I
That
think
pitch nips the outside corner of the plate.
don't you think when you see a lot of freshmen on a roster starting varsity, you're like, I don't know. What's this going to look like? But not our freshmen. They're solid.
Ooh. Porter is caught too far off of first base, can't get there in time, and is picked off for out number 2 here in the top of the second inning. Schnabel count 1-1, 1-1.
Left field catches the fly ball, and that's out number 3 here at the top of 2. We're going to wait for the announcement behind us because it's kind of nice having
For
that.
St. Ansgar in the top of the second, no runs, no hits, and nobody left. For Charles City, they will send their 5, 6, 7 hitters to the plate. Luke Jacobs, Micah Thompson, and Cameron Littleton.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Getting vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
Did you know the EJ has an app? Available to download in your app store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. Thank you Box K Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
All right, back here in Charles City. Number 24 for the Comets, Jacobs, is up to bat while Mason Beelan maintains his position on the mound for the Saints. Seth Schatz behind the plate, catching tonight. Glad to see Seth back. Seth had a bit of an injury in our opening night, but he took a couple nights off, and he's back here with the Saints. Catching it. Landon Yinger, by the way, did a great job in his stead.
He sure did.
Oh, Gus, great pickup. Great throw.
Great.
What a great play. Senior Gus walk.
Made that look flawless, didn't he?
He did. I tell you what,
Now
our
batting for the
infield
Comets,
is...
third baseman number 13, Micah Thompson.
Colton Winnie used to play a lot of first base in his Bandits years. I'll say the earlier Bandits years. I'm sure he likes being back there again now.
He did always love playing first base. That's for sure.
Lady Genius, why is he playing first base right now?
Well, Eric, Mason Beelan plays first base, and he's pitching, so someone had to fill in his spot.
Ah, there you go. For those of you at home who wondered, now you know. Straight from the Lady Genius. Ooh, nice pitch, baby. I wouldn't want to hit against this Beelan kid.
I know, he's looking really comfortable up there tonight, isn't he?
He sure is.
Doing a great job. I think we jinxed him.
Yeah, we shouldn't. No, we didn't
Now
jinx
batting for the Comets,
I think
shortstop number 5, Cameron Littleton.
with Mason, it might be by design. You never know. He might be like, you know what, I just want to get in there so I can go pick him off. Like that.
Ooh, that was a close one.
We talked with the boys last night about how pitchers with their pickoff move, they almost just need to throw it like a pitch. It's like they try and lay off on it a little bit, and the ball doesn't come out quite as well. And we saw an overthrow earlier.
Yep.
That one felt like it nearly got away from Colton. If you're just joining us wondering what's going on with a wonky camera, it may be a little wonky. It's kind of moving on its own, trying to establish and follow the action. This one happens to be an iPhone connected wirelessly to a computer. Don't ask me why we're doing it like that tonight, Lady Genius. Do not ask. Nice pitch by Mason there. Interestingly, it likes to follow the action, but I was concerned what would happen when the lights came on. I think it's holding color really well.
You know, I could heckle you for, forgetting certain things, but nice job and your ingenuity.
Forgetting? I don't even want it. No, we're not going to elaborate on that.
Now batting for the Comets, designated hitter number 23, Sawyer Hanson.
Got some chats to catch up on here, Lady Genius.
Yeah? What
That's
have we
a
got?
great pitch. Well, how about a nice message here? Whoops. Heavens, it's to disappear. B. Schnabel chiming in. Just curious what record is for bunts, since my grandson, Anthony, already has 4. Go Saints. That's a great question.
That
and
is
you know
a
what?
great question.
The kid is fast enough to get there on a good bunt. And if he can lay down a good bunt and get there, why not, right?
Absolutely. It's always fun to see a good bunt.
Jackson Walk chiming in. Softball is 8-1 South win in the lead in the bottom of 6 in St. Ansgar.
Thank you for those updates.
These updates are fantastic. Since we can't keep an eye on the game, we like to keep our viewers educated. So thank you, Jackson Walk. Seth Schatz with a chance to catch one here for an out. Great job, Seth Schatz.
Now batting for the Comets, right fielder number 4, Noah White.
Mason. Some great pitching there. 0-2 is the count here against Noah White. Runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Oh, maybe. Lady Genius, how do you like that?
For Charles City in the bottom of the second, no runs, no hits, 2 left on. After 2, St. Ansgar 13, Charles City nothing. For the Saints in the top of the third, they will send their 3, 4, 5 hitters to the plate. Jace Schwiesaw, Jackson Vroom, and Riker Hoffman.
We'll be right back.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Getting vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
Did you know the EJ has an app? Available to download in your App Store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes.
All right, Jay Suisa up to bat. Swing and a miss by Jace. He has an 0-2 count.
Try to get you a little better angle there on that camera shot when there's runners on second base. We were a little low on the camera. We had a reason for it.
Yeah, what's your reason?
My charging cable is a little short. But I think we have enough charge to get us there. If not, we'll lower the camera later.
Jace gets his bat on it, hits it out to center field, where it is caught.
Good catch by the center fielder there.
Now batting for the Saints, designated hitter number 4, Jackson Vroom.
You know, it's always interesting when we play at Charles City, don't you think? Every year, it's something weird or interesting happens.
That is a fact.
I don't know what it is about when we come to this field.
Anything in particular?
I don't know. There's just always something interesting that happens.
You know, we were talking about that, or I was talking about that to myself during the JV game, because the JV Comets put 10 runs on us in the first inning. And I was saying that very same thing. Like, these things happen here. What is the deal with that? And then, lo and behold, our Saints put 13 runs on them in the varsity game.
Yep, that's right. Last year it was so hot, so very hot when we were here. Do you remember that? Everyone was just trying to find shade anywhere they could.
It was raining one
year.
year.
There's not a lot of shade at this field.
Now batting for the Saints, left fielder number 6.
All right, well, Jackson got hit by pitch. He is sitting at first base.
I feel like that's not his first time getting hit by a pitch.
Nope. Think he did it last time too, didn't he?
Yeah. Saints senior Riker Hoffman up to bat. We learned recently that Riker's going into finance at the University of Iowa.
Yes, that was fun interviewing him last night. I think we should pull one of the varsity kids every time we're home and do an interview with them.
That's a good idea.
We're going to do it. It's going to be great.
Why not while we're visiting? We should probably do it while we're visiting, too.
What do you mean? Oh, I guess we could. It could be fun if we started ranking the concession stands everywhere we went. What do you think?
Oh, boy.
That could get us in trouble.
Well, that would definitely get us in trouble, but let's be honest. It shouldn't be us who's in trouble, right?
As I was just talking to another parent, after we've been going to baseball games as long as we have, we just kind of know which schools were excited to go and eat food at their concession stands.
You're right.
And which ones we don't. Which ones we're going to eat beforehand, you know. But I do have to say, everyone from out of town comments on how great the Saints popcorn is. Especially
10,
like
Matt
for
Clevenger
basketball.
Into the game to run,
you know?
For Jackson Vroom.
I had some last night, and
Stepping in to hit for the Saints will be the pitcher number 11, Mason Beeland.
I realized after I left the game that I didn't actually finish my bag of popcorn, and I literally lost sleep over it. How wasteful, because it was so good. I was saving it for later, right? And then later came, and I was like, oh no, I left it at the game.
Well, good thing you can get some next week.
I'm a little surprised it survived it all.
Osage has pretty good popcorn. And they have huge popcorn bags, so you'll be all set for Friday.
Yeah, you got me excited for Friday. That's a pretty good pitch. Hard to tell from this camera angle with a left-handed batter. You got the umpire standing kind of in that little window where you can see the pitch coming in, but that was a dandy. Came in high, dropped in the zone. Low inside. 1-2 is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beeland, who hit a heck of a hit his first at-bat to right field. In case you missed it, Matthew Clevenger is running second base for Jackson Vroom. Oh, Mason puts that. I thought maybe that one was going to get through, but that one...
I know, me too, but it did not.
Nope. Good infielding.
Gets out at second. Not much you could do about that.
No.
Now batting for the Saints, first baseman number 12, Colton Winia.
We got Daniel Sutcliffe coming in for Mason to run. He does love to run, that Daniel Sutcliffe. And he's really good at
Daniel
it.
Sutcliffe into the game to run for the pitcher, Mason Beelan.
So this is fun, Eric. I just got a text message from a friend who said she knows of 2 high school girls last year who had a spreadsheet of all of their favorite popcorn at the different schools.
Ooh. Any from around here?
I kind of would like to see that spreadsheet. That'd be kind of fun.
Colton Mooney up to bat here for the Saints, who have 2 outs. Runners on first and third, and so far here in the top of the third inning, 0 runs.
Ooh, Daniel goes run, steal second.
Oh, that's a...
Oh, he made that look so easy, didn't he?
He's so fast.
He is so fast.
He's so fast.
That is not anything that we've given our children genetically. Speed.
The speed gene?
No, they don't have that, unfortunately.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's a good spot. And
nice
Coach
hit by
Esau
Colton
is
Winia.
telling Dan to get into home plate.
Woo!
Sutcliffe is fast. That's going to be a double for Colton Winia. 2 more runs scored. That gives the Saints a 15-0 lead. Lady Genius, why is 15 important here?
Well, Eric, there's a run rule.
Eric. Who's Eric?
I'm sorry. Well, you are, Eric. But yeah, I need to work on that. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
This is only my second night.
Sometimes
Give
I
me
call
a break.
runs points. Like, shame on me. Like, why do I do that? It's points in every other sport, and we do a lot of broadcasting.
You do a lot of
batting for the
broadcasting.
Saints.
Yes.
Pinch hitter number 1, Zaid Shell.
Ooh, we
Zaid
got
Shell.
Zaid hitting now. This is fun.
I called this the other night. I'm going to call it here again. Expect a shot either between shortstop and third base or over shortstop's head, barely.
All right. We'll see if it happens.
Colton Winia may have to put the brakes on as he's running here to avoid getting hit by this ball.
Ooh, we have a fly ball
Oh,
to
he's
center
going
field,
deep
and
center
it's
field. That's a... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I get so involved in the game. I go for it. Let's go.
no, it's over now. Got caught.
For the Saints
That's
in the top of the
all you
third,
need to
they
know,
scored 2
and the inning is
runs
over.
on 1 hit, and they leave 1. For Charles City, in the bottom of the third, they will send at the top of the order to the plate, Vinnie Benning, Jackson Ruziska, and Holden McEnroy.
Getting vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
Did you know the EJ has an app available to download in your App Store for free? We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. Thank you Box K Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
For Charles City, left fielder number 11, Vinny Benning.
You know, I haven't done a great job for Saints fans to know the ages of the kids from Charles City, so I'm going to work on that. Vinny Benning is a junior.
Yeah, I think you were talking earlier about how young this team is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mason just, what a great job pitching Mason is doing tonight.
He really is.
I love this angle, too.
That Colin Kramer has been working with these pitchers, and it shows. Lots of progress this year. Nice strikeout by Mason.
3 strikes. Get him out of there.
Way to go, Mobby.
Now batting for the Comets, second baseman number 3, Jackson Ruziska.
Did you know Mobby is an uncle? Did you know that?
He's an uncle?
He is.
You got to be kidding me. This kid out there
He's got
pitching?
a sweet little nephew now. I'm sure he's watching the game tonight.
Well, congratulations, Mobby.
You know,
Uncle Mobby.
You don't see a lot of big smiles from Mason, but I saw him holding that baby, and he was very, very happy. I think he's going to be a great funkle, don't you think?
A what?
Great funkle. You know, fun uncle.
Let me find the censor button before he said it again. And these pitches look good. You can see the movement from here. I kind of like this camera angle. It's not one that we're used to getting. Bob Ross would call this camera angle a beautiful mistake, right?
No, happy.
A happy mistake.
Happy mistake. Yes.
Two
2 strikeouts in a row by Mason Beelan.
He's just getting hotter and hotter, isn't he?
He's on fire tonight. Great job, Mason.
Now batting for the Comets, catcher number 7, Holden McEnroy.
Holden is a junior as well.
Wow. I thought that ball was way inside, but Mason's magic. I wish you'd have seen it that last batter fouled one off far to the left of the third baseline, and Coach Sweesaw just sprinted like a track star out there to go get it. It was amazing. Last night we were chatting with Diesel and Fritzalicious, Lady Genius.
Yes.
And we were talking about, like, is home plate foul or fair?
Foul or what?
Is it foul or fair? If a ball comes off a bat and hits hits home plate, but lands in bounds, otherwise, is that a foul ball or is that a fair ball?
Fair ball, right? Lands in bounds.
Great catch by Porter, the quarter at second base. So you're correct. It is. The home plate is absolutely part of.
For Charles City in the bottom of the third.
Within
no
the
runs,
boundaries.
No hits and nobody
Yeah.
left after 3.
Did that happen
St.
last
Ansgar
night?
15, Charles City nothing.
Yeah, I
In
mean.
the top of the top of the 4th. For St. Ansgar, they will send their 9-1-2 hitters to the plate. Porter Schweisaw, Gus Walk, and Anthony Schnabel.
There you go, 9-1-2 coming up here in St. Ansgar. We'll talk more about that home plate thing when we come back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB
Off the
debit
4th
card
inning for the Saints. Second baseman number 25, Porter Schweisaw.
These guys do a good job of announcing here. They're super consistent, like kind of fading the music as they introduce the next batter. It gives us an opportunity to get back to the broadcast and make sure that everyone at home can hear who that next batter is too. Thank you, friends in Charles City. Sometimes I get nervous when they say up, up. I don't know where up, but I see that people are looking toward me. That freaks me out. Summer May, thanks for chiming in. Mobby's nephew is watching too.
It's going to be fun watching that little boy grow up. You know, we had a question earlier about the bunt record. Think anyone out there knows what that is?
There's a question right there. I don't know what the bunt record is, but it's an interesting stat. Is a bunt an attempted bunt, a successful bunt? Is that
third baseman number 15?
Is that a stat that's tracked, maybe on bound somehow, some way, or in the record books?
I don't know.
If you're out there and you're listening, let us know. I thought Gus was going to wear that one.
All right, we've got Porter Schweisaw on first. Gus has a 1-0 count. Make that a 1-1 count. Good eye by Gus Walk right there.
I thought you were starting to cheer or something. I was like, oh, this is going to be good.
Ooh,
oh, Gus
out.
put the mustard on that. Gustard with the spicy mustard. That one goes hard hit foul ball to the left of the third baseline. Oh, that's a great shot.
He almost hit Porter with that ball. That was very smart of Porter to be watching where that ball was going. He had to flinch to get out of the way of it. I'm glad everyone's on base uninjured. That was a hard hit by Gus to right field.
Now batting for the Saints, center fielder number 16, Anthony Schnabel.
Be interesting to see what Charles City does here, because Schnabel has, well, I said Schnabel because that's what I heard Schnabel. I'm going to say Schnabel. I got to stick to my guns here. Interesting to see if third base is ready to move up on this, because he's shown he'll willing to bunt multiple times in this game.
Oh, he does lay down a bunt.
He just puts it down. Base runners are advancing. Catcher beats him to first with the throw.
But he does advance.
He did
Porter
advance.
and Gus to second and third.
He did, into scoring position. With one out, Jay Sweesaw up to bat here.
I would be interested to see if we see another bunt here. Do you think
Now
we will?
batting for the
We could.
Saints,
We could. You know,
shortstop
Saints.
number 5, Jace Sweesaw.
Saints will often have some fun here when there's a runners in scoring position.
Hard grounder, foul ball.
Wow.
By the
That
third
is
base.
barely foul. That would have been a great shot.
Yeah, it would have. There's no doubt about that. If it would have just waited a little longer.
Yeah.
Just a little further.
I almost thought it hopped over third base fair, but oh, he's taking that
Oh
one.
my gosh, that went
that's-
right to the shortstop's glove.
That was a great play by the shortstop.
Yeah. That was a hard hit, man.
A good hard hit ball direct to the shortstop. He catches the runner leading off. The race to second
St.
won
Anne's
by
during the top
Charles
of the
City.
fourth. No runs, 1 hit.
Good thing
and
that
one
kid had
left.
a quick glove there. That could
Charles
have.
City in the
been bad.
bottom of the fourth. They will send their 4, 5, 6 hitters to the plate. Brendan Ruziska, Luke Jacobs, and Micah Thompson.
Saints will look to hold Charles City to 0 in this one and then this one early. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information, click the link in this video's description, or simply text Be a Saint to the number 53555. Thank you for being a saint.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel.
Zach
We've
Scheck.
been delivering.
Zach Scheck up to bat. Maybe I need to do it. It happens like that sometimes. You think they're done? They could.
It says 0-0 on the screen.
There should be a JV game right now. All right, Mason Beeland pitching still for the Saints. What a great pitch. He's just getting better and better as this thing progresses. Wow. I think that was probably outside. Mason would agree. Seth did a great job of framing it. So the reason 15 runs is important here is because the run rules that exist in Iowa high school baseball state that a 15-run lead at the end of 4 innings is game over. It takes 10-run lead after 5. And this is a 7-inning game if we went to regulation, but Saints would love to hold these Comets to 0 and head home with a 15-0 lead or victory. Oh, boy.
Ooh.
That's a little scary on that one. Seth shots. Drops third strike.
Now batting for
That's what
the
happens.
Comets,
Seth shots, drops
first
third
baseman
strike.
number 24, Luke Jacobs.
Gathers the ball, runs the outside, takes a little bit longer, I think, than anybody wanted him to take to throw that, but then he was a little off balance when he did throw it. Colton Winnie, a nice grab, runners out at first.
Good thing that Winnie had jumped so high.
Oh. Do you know how you can jump?
He can jump very high. Got 11th place at districts.
11 feet. He can jump 11 feet.
No,
He did get 11th. He got 11th in state. In district, he won.
Oh, it's state. That's right. That's right.
And 11th
My
at
gosh,
state.
I'm all messed up.
Pretty amazing for a sophomore.
Forgive me, Colton, if you're listening to this later.
Nice reach, Seth. Try that play again.
Much nicer this time.
Another drop third strike. Why does Seth drop it? Because Mason's putting so much movement on that ball that it's going through the zone, or at least the batter believes so. Takes a swing
Now
at
for
it.
the Comets, third baseman number 13, Micah Thompson.
It ends up in the dirt. Seth's got to dig that thing out and go throw it to first base to finish him off. Mason, great pitch.
Well, this is a fun little fact. I just got the spreadsheet for the popcorn.
Oh, nice.
I can. I'll just share with you the schools where you want to get the popcorn. Osage and Rockford.
You got prices on there, huh?
Yeah, I do have prices too.
Quarter of the quarter, feels it. Oh, but.
Oh. Overthrow it first.
Tough play. Port of the quarter grabs it, gets himself in position to make the throw to first, bobbles it late with the throw and off with the throw. Seth Schatz ends up backing that up. Great job, Seth, getting there to cover that. Base runner safe
Now
at
batting for
1.
the Comets, shortstop number 5, Cameron Littleton.
All right, going back to this popcorn thing. These are the schools in order. We'll go from the top 4. Newman, or Osage scored an 8 out of 10. Newman scored an 8.5 out of 10. Rockford a 9.5 out of 10. And St. Ansgar topped it off at 10 out of 10 for the warm and buttery, very good popcorn. Whoop, whoop. Well, it does look like if you're heading to Rockford or Newman or Osage, it's worth getting their popcorn. And the prices do vary. We've got 50 cents, 75 cents, $1.
I feel like popcorn is one of those things that it's not like you're not going to buy it for $1, right?
I think you expect it to be $1, really, right?
But if you do pay $1, it better be good popcorn, right? It's $1. All right. Mason Beelan needs to just relax here. Finish this thing. We got 2 outs. Runners on first and second.
Now batting for the Comets, designated hitter number 23 is Sawyer Hanson.
This guy's scoreboard's perfect. Don't look at that one. Scott Winnie on the right scoreboard. There are 2 outs. Runners on first and second. 2 drop third strike. Yeah, there's 2 outs.
I think they heard Jarek. They just put the outs up on the scoreboard.
Probably true.
Seth just made that first baseman, or not first
He
baseman,
did.
runner at
He
first.
was-
Very nervous.
He's ready to zing one.
Mason is not happy that we have runner or batters on first
No.
and second. He's trying to get them out. He's trying to scare them.
Ooh, great pitch, maybe. Not maybe a great pitch,
Mobby.
but a great pitch. Mobby. 1-2's the count here. One strike away.
Ooh,
We're
we're
calling
getting
this
a
one a
little,
game.
getting a little energy from the dugout. There's been a lot of clapping this year. Have you seen that?
There has been. I feel like it's a Carson Sparrow influence. He did a lot of that last year, like loudest clap contests and such.
I don't know. I kind of wonder if it's those 8th graders coming in.
Oh,
All
there's
that-
foul. Well, if it's the 8th graders, then we're in for a lot of clapping over the next several years.
All right. 1-2 count. Be fun if Mason just finished it right here.
Mason looks relaxed. We got runners now at second and third, 2-2 count, 2 outs. We just need one strike here to end it. We'll make a play at first base. In either case, let's get the out here.
Yep.
And get out of here. Charles City hanging on for dear life here. Needs a run. There it is.
Ah, nice job, Mason Beeland. What a solid game for Mason.
My goodness, Mason Beeland. Rock star tonight. Certainly the player of the night. MVP. MVP. The M is for Mason.
It's always nice to get out 4
Yeah, the
innings.
bottom of the
We can all
inning.
get out of this cold and head home.
For Charles City,
Yeah.
no runs, no hits, and 2 left on. And that's going to do it. Our final score tonight, St. Ansgar 15, Charles City nothing. The Comets are in action tomorrow night at New Hampton. We wish them good luck. Thank you for your attendance this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening.
Hey, we are 4-0 right now.
Ah, I love it. I love the sound of that. 4-0 Saints. Tomorrow, have the night off. Friday, they'll be in Osage for a triple header. We're going to give you as much of that one as we can. Lady Genius and I were talking on the way here. Will we bring you the JJV game? We hope to. If not, we'll surely be there for the JV game and the varsity game. Tomorrow, Macy Meyer. Congratulations, Macy Meyer. State qualifier for the girls golf state meet, I guess you call it, starting tomorrow and into Friday. She'll play 18 holes tomorrow. She'll play 18 holes on Friday. We're going to do what we can to bring that one to you on St. C. We don't have anything posted right now, but our goal is to be streaming that probably on the Macy Meyer cam. Can we call it that? Or
I think we
call it
can.
The Jack Tripper
She's
Show
the only one
featuring
we're
Macy
following.
Meyer.
And we wish her much, much luck as she heads down to state. I think she's going to do a great job.
I do too. I was reading some stats today, and they said, watch out for that Macy Meyer. She's improving every time we see her play. Tomorrow, I expect you to see it here on St. CV, but make sure you set those alerts so that you know when it's coming. She tees off at 9 a.m., Lady Genius. So
9 a.m.
We hope to
All
be there
right.
covering that action or have it Jack Tripper covering that action. Hope to see you then. If not, well, guess what? There's always Friday baseball. Good luck, Macy. See you next time.